Hi everyone. So in this lecture we will discuss a new theorem. That theorem is, let T from V to U be a linear transformation or a homomorphism, then kernel of T is a subspace of V. Okay. So what is a kernel of T? So in previous lecture we have already discussed about its definition. To prove this theorem, firstly we have to consider given condition. Here we have a first given condition is this, that is, let T from V to U be a linear transformation or a homomorphism. And secondly, kernel T is my given condition. So by previous lectures, that is by definition of kernel of T, that is my by definition, kernel of T is nothing but set of all domain. Here domain is V, therefore set of all domain. And when we apply T on all this domain, that is a T of V, will give us answer, that is will give us a range at only one point, that is my 0 bar. Okay, so this is my equation number 1. Now only we have to prove that this kernel T is a subspace of V. So our claim is kernel T is a subspace of V. Okay, so this is my claim. So what is a subspace? We will prove three condition in to prove subspace. First condition will be it's a non-empty. Second condition is to take two elements from this set and prove that it is a closed with respect to addition. Similarly, third condition will be take one element from scalar and one element from this set and show that scalar multiplication is also closed in kernel of T. So firstly we have to prove that this condition, that is this kernel T is a non-empty. So for that purpose, firstly consider one element from domain, that is 0 element from domain. So let 0 belongs to my V, and as we have already discussed one theorem, that is T of 0 is equal to how much? 0 bar. Now compare this equation with given equation, that is T of V equal to 0 bar, then V belongs to this kernel of T. Now we have obtained this condition, that is T of 0 equal to 0 bar, which is equivalent to this condition. Therefore this 0 B must belongs to this kernel of T. Therefore that implies 0 belongs to kernel of T, and kernel of T is nothing but a collection of those elements which are from domain and which will give us answer at only one point in codomain, that is 0 bar. That is, this kernel of T only depends on our domain, and here we have a domain as a V. Therefore kernel T is a subset of V always. So this is my first condition. So equation 1 says kernel T, that is one element belongs to this kernel of T, that is kernel T is a non-empty set because minimum one element, that means the identity element is belonging to this my kernel T and which is a subset of V. Hence we have obtained that kernel T is a non-empty subset of my set V. So this is my first condition, we denote it like this. Now to prove this remaining condition of a subspace, just consider two elements from this domain and two elements from our field, that is let alpha and beta belongs to my field F, and consider two elements from domain, that is let U comma V belongs to my domain. Domain means what? Here we have a condition, that is a set kernel of T, that is a kernel of T. And if V belongs to this kernel of T, then that V can also be represented like this, that is T of V equal to 0 bar. Then we have a two elements, both are belongs to this kernel of T. Therefore from first condition we can write as U belongs to kernel of T, then that implies T of U is equal to how much? 0 bar. Similarly, as V belongs to kernel of T, then with the help of definition we can write this V as a T of V is equal to 0 bar. Now consider next condition, that is consider alpha U plus beta V. Now to check remaining property of this my subspace, we will check closure property with respect to this addition and closure property with respect to this scalar multiplication at a time. So apply transformation T on this, because we have kernel T of the form T of something. Now only we have to prove it is equal to 0 bar. So T of alpha u plus beta v is equal to, alpha is a number, therefore take it as a common, then alpha into T of u plus beta into this T of v. As we have already observed that T of u equal to 0 bar, therefore replace this, that is alpha dot 0 bar plus this beta into this 0 bar, because T of v also equal to 0 bar, then this will give us answer 0. Observe one thing, by equation number 1, if we have a T of v equal to 0 bar, then v belongs to this kernel of T. Similarly, now we have obtained T of alpha u plus beta v is equal to 0 bar, then that implies alpha u plus beta v also belongs to our kernel of T. So this is our second condition, that is closure property with respect to addition and scalar multiplication is satisfied under this kernel of T. So with the help of this condition number 1 and this condition number 2, in condition number 1 we have already proved that this kernel T is a non-empty set, and now we have proved that this kernel T is closed with respect to addition and scalar multiplication. So with the help of these two conditions, we can directly say our kernel of T is a subspace of our domain, that is V.